Can anybody here actually pronounce prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Say it slowly for me.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Did I do it?
Prestidigination.
I'm saying it right. It's prestidigitation.
Here, let's see. How does Google
Prestidigination.
say it?
Or as the way to say it, prestitigi.
Prestitigi.
Got my Tigi.
Yep, that's how you say it, prestitigi. And that's how we're going to pronounce it forever. While you're looking that up, Kendall, we are going to open up the episode because we're going to be talking about cantrips and how we can't pronounce half of them. Okay?
That's wild.
To pronounce is
Prestidigitation. That's what
prestidigitation.
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 Yes.
Can this be the whole episode, guys, where we just try to pronounce this over? Now,
many people just
try it in a French accent. Try it in a French accent.
Prestidigitation.
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 Now do a Italian accent.
Prestidigitation.
Now, why can we make fun of those accents? Okay, but not others.
What do you mean others? Name
racist.
others.
You guys are selectively racist.
Name others.
I can't.
It's racist to think you can't.
We're back to the episode. Okay, welcome to Beyond the Tavern Wall. That's a cold open and a half. We are going to be talking about cantrips today. Again, Braden, Hunter, Sam, Kendall, Haley is getting out with some. I think she's at work today. Her address is. Just kidding.
Whoa, careful there.
Just
No.
Just she's not here, so we're gonna dox her completely. Okay.
As you know, Braden is a former bounty hunter.
I am.
Gosh,
every one of our listeners live.
Gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Every one of our listeners.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. We're going with it. Cantrips, everyone. Everyone has cantrips, unless you don't, because you're a martial class.
Unless you're a barbarian.
Or a ranger. Or arcane trickster, Anyway, the main spellcasting classes have cantrips, all right? We're going to be talking about that today. We're going to worthless ones specifically. But before we get into that, we of course want to direct you guys towards our socials, okay? TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on all those. And Spotify, okay? Head us up on Spotify. Again, that always helps. YouTube, it always helps. And then the other ones, you can get updates on everything we're doing and clips and stuff when we get those out. Because it turns out it's really hard to create content with clips when your life is busy. So who would have thought, right? But yeah, we're doing all that stuff. Make sure you go follow us there. Really helps us out a ton, and it is awesome. Gosh, I have a red mark.
He doesn't have his headphones on. Everyone say something wild.
Did you guys know that Braden grew a tail when he was 5?
I had my head.
Anyway,
I said something I didn't hear. Anyway,
it'll be a happy surprise for later.
It will. It's just straight up like the most heinous crime against me.
I've never heard Kendall say slurs like that.
Wow,
never.
Against me
and
specifically.
You never will again.
Wow.
Anyway, cantrips. We love them.
We do. Kendall, which one's your favorite?
My favorite cantrip of all time is mending.
Is it actually?
No. I don't know. I think Sacred Flame's not a cantrip.
It is.
Oh. Yeah. Sacred Flame's pretty solid.
1d10 versus a dexterity saving throw.
Guidance is solid as well. Sorry, I just pulled up the list because there's so many there's so many spells in this game, guys. I forget about them because I just get overwhelmed. Eldritch Blast is a cantrip. That's broken.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
You're forgetting my goat. Sorceress Burst.
Sorceress Burst, of course.
Okay. Why do you like those ones in particular?
With the first one I said...
Sacred Flame?
Thank you. ADHD is ADHD.
I got you, fam.
Sacred Flame, it's just... When I first started playing a cleric, I would use all of my actual spell slots, like, immediately, because I didn't understand, preserving that. And so once I had lost all those spell slots, I would kind of panic, right? Because I have this quarterstaff that did like D4 damage, I think. D6 damage. But I still had Sacred Flame that did a D8.
D10.
Wow, I play this game, guys. But
So remember how she said she played a cleric?
Mm.
I'm kidding. You're good.
No, yeah. So Sacred Flame was just a easy way. I have an unlimited uses of Sacred Flame. It's just some quick radiant damage. And yeah, it's a good cantrip. It's solid. Guidance is great. Just for any check, you know, it buffs your fellow party members. And then Eldritch Blast is just overpowered. And it has
pretty
no
good.
big
It can
being
be,
a
yeah.
cantrip.
If you
You
put the
know?
right like invocations and stuff on it, you can make a cheese grater.
Yeah, buddy.
Grasp of Hadar and Eldritch Spear. Push pull, push pull, push pull.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you could just
With-
shove them through a cloud of
with
daggers.
thorns. Cloud of daggers or thorns on the ground, and it becomes a literal cheese grater.
Oh jeez. Someone animate that, please.
How did we get here? I'm so confused. Anyway.
You talked about
The
Eldritch
Stone.
Eldritch Blast can be
Eldritch
overpowered, and
Blast.
that's one way I like it a lot.
It's crackles of energy though, not
Eldritch invocations though allow you to do
To
that.
make it
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't hear
Mhm.
that part. Okay.
Yep, it's the Eldritch invocations that make Eldritch Blast have overpowered.
Mm.
Mhm.
Okay, so those ones you like. Let's open up to the rest of the group because those ones have utility and damage, good damage, and they scale. Then what would be an example of a bad cantrip that doesn't do that?
Prestidigitation. Hey, it's useful.
Prestidigitation is a good cantrip.
You can soil someone's pants.
Exactly.
I think Prestidigi has a use case,
Mhm.
but if you're looking more min-maxing, it is not a good min-max one. I think it's good for roleplay aspects, but I do see, Sam, where you come from when you say it's kind of worthless in that point. It's much more of a theatrical cantrip than a useful cantrip.
Yeah,
like
it's like thaumaturgy.
hmm
I'm gonna say resistance is useless. Oh yeah.
What does resistance do?
First and foremost, it is a concentration spell. It lasts for a minute.
It's a concentration cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
You touch a willing creature and you choose a damage type. Your choices are acid, bludgeoning, cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, piercing, poison, radiant, slashing, or thunder. And when they take that damage, you can reduce that damage by 1d4. And you can
That's
only
a
fan it
D4?
one spell once per turn.
Yeah, that's a worthless pick.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I can reduce it by 1d4.
The unarmed strike
What's it
isn't
scaled
gonna
up?
hurt me now.
What's it scaled up?
It doesn't scale.
It doesn't scale?
It doesn't scale. It's bad. It's so
That's
bad.
That is
really
literally
bad.
putting a band-aid on it.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're giving them a kiss. You're like,
Mwah.
there you go.
You'll feel better.
You'll feel better now.
No.
Reminds me of
fetching
old
way.
True Strike.
So bad.
Old True Strike was so bad
Oh,
too.
Old True Strike. You get advantage on your next attack.
Wow.
Anyway, you can't do that till next turn.
Hey, all I'm gonna say, all my Pokemon fans out there, Swords Dance is basically just Swords Dance.
Yeah, but Sword
Except it
Stance
doesn't last.
is last.
Exactly.
True Strike would be Sword Stance if you got advantage on all of your attacks after that for the next
It's true.
3 attacks or whatever. Sword Stance is I get my attack stat increased until I die.
You see, but if
You
you go
know.
different, you won't have
Yeah.
to worry about it.
That's why Cynthia sucked, okay? Because Garchomp just used Sword Stance 24/7.
You're cooked.
No, the resistance that is so bad. If it's scaled,
It's
I could be
bad.
like, okay, that scaling may be a little bit more use case for that. A
Check the legacy
D4,
version.
I think, yeah, check legacy, but the D4
It didn't
at
scale
level
either.
20 sucks, dude. That's like
It's nothing. It's a paper cut.
That's not gonna do anything.
The legacy version of resistance, they completely reworked the spell. What it used to do is it's still concentration for a minute. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one saving throw of its choice.
Ooh, saving throws is
Okay, so
Hello.
it's
That one's a little bit more useful, but you're still burning concentration to have it up.
it's a bless, like a one-time use bless.
I would say
Plus a
guidance.
resistance. No, a saving throw.
Guidance kind of deal, but
Guidance is
well,
a
yeah, that's
ability
true.
check.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Don't go. I know
Still-
guidance. I know the
still not
difference
great.
between the two.
I'm so
Can
glad
I?
you do.
We made this joke a lot in our campaign. Mending. Can I argue that it's actually useful if your DM is aware that you have it?
It's
It
useful,
definitely
but
can
you
be.
just don't have the opportunity to use it very often, I feel.
Mm.
I think it is good. It's a niche utility, but I
Mhm.
also had the use case in one of my campaigns because I had mending, and I used it, and we got a fishing rod with a claw at the end,
Lovely.
and I never used it. I did use it once. Once.
Oh man.
So there is a use case at least once in a campaign.
I wish it was more useful, man. I
Mm.
really
I think
do.
I think it depends on what you're doing and if the DM is a little bit aware. Because I feel like at the same time, like a DM comes up with their stuff. I think all cantrips can have a purpose. If your DM also plays to that person, where it's like, oh hey,
Mhm.
maybe let's say Bast was the one who had it in our campaign. Kendall didn't
Mm.
have this problem, which isn't a bad thing, Kendall. I think this was an awesome thing where you spoke up a lot and you were good at role playing and all that. Let's say though, Kendall wasn't good at role playing and had a difficult time trying to include herself. What's a great way to do that? The DM would look at her thing, say, "Oh, they have mending. Oh, this ancient tapestry is torn. Take a couple minutes using mending to recreate the tapestry in the places it's torn so that you can understand what the legend is saying." Boom, instant use case for the spell, instant ability for a person who does not role play a lot to go in there. So if if you're a good DM and you understand that, you can use that to build role playing opportunities.
Mhm.
Other than that, it's trash.
Yeah.
So then what makes a good cantrip? What makes a cantrip feel worthless then in that sense?
You don't really ever have many opportunities to use it, or it's just like so
Mm.
incredibly situational.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely. With a cantrip, because its appeal is that you can use it over and over again, right? And
Mhm.
so if you're not using one of your cantrips, you're losing out on an opportunity to have something useful that you can use over and over and over again.
Okay. Sam, any thoughts on it?
I think that the higher you start to go on your spell list is like the more drastic your situation is. Cantrip should be viable in my brain. If I'm gonna grab a cantrip, it should be viable in many situations throughout one day.
No, that makes sense. And it should be viable throughout a whole campaign.
Oh,
That's what
definitely
makes
a whole campaign.
it's
I
what
I had a
makes
couple cantrips on Roland that I don't think I ever used.
Mhm. It's what makes resistance not good. It's actually decent at level 1. A D4 worth of damage on a wizard is half their health,
Yep.
which makes fun of wizards. I'm making fun of wizards a little bit, but at the same time, that is a D4 worth of damage. Granted, it has to be specific to acid or whatever, blah 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 blah, but you can at least be aware of that. But at level 20, if you have resistance, it's no point to it, right?
Yeah, it's not gonna do anything for
It's
you.
not going to do anything. A D4 is they're doing 20, 30 plus damage around. A D4, yeah, I guess could technically save you,
That's a
but
paper cut.
it's a paper cut. You're not really doing much to it, right? There
Mhm.
has to be a use case throughout the entire campaign. That's why like Eldritch Blast is good because it can be upgraded. Even like Acid Blast, Acid Splash. Sorry,
It gets
Chill
stronger with
Touch.
you.
Exactly to
Toll the
grow up with you.
dead.
Mhm.
I also
Toll
think
the dead.
Toll the Dead sucks and it should burn.
I love
Love it.
Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead should burn. Okay, no. I think Toll the Dead is a great cantrip example of a good cantrip, but I think we're also looking at this as only combat ones.
Mhm.
What are some good use cases that make non-combat focused cantrips viable throughout the entire campaign and not worthless?
Prestidigitation is a good cantrip.
And
Mhm.
thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy
Thaumaturgy.
comes in clutch all the time.
What about minor illusion?
Minor
Yep.
illusion too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Things, you know, I think every D&D campaign comes across a situation where a distraction is needed, right?
Yep.
So thaumaturgy, minor illusion, those will help you get out of
Guidance.
that situation.
We've
Guidance too, yeah.
spent
Change.
spent entire sessions planning distractions.
Yes. They never went well,
Nope.
but we
But
had
you
the thing we
planned it.
needed.
We
Yes.
planned it. We spent our time doing that.
There's a lot of great utility spells for cantrips. Some of you get a little underappreciated. I love dancing lights, and I don't feel like a ton of people take that one.
It's
I
pretty.
like it. I take it. I
People
take it
should
over
go for
light.
If you need some
Yeah.
mood lighting.
What? I'd lose concentration. It is a concentration spell. So I would lose concentration, so I wouldn't be able to keep it up and get dark pretty darn fast. Okay, friends. Let's see.
Mhm.
Light. I'm looking at light. The difference is dancing
lasts
lights
an
is
hour.
concentration. Light is
Is
not
it?
concentration.
Yeah, dancing lights
So,
is concentration.
and light you can also
Wait,
like put
what's
it
the
on a rock
difference
and-
between the two?
Light is I can touch something and make it a flashlight. Dancing lights
Okay.
is I send out 4 globules of light ahead of me
Mhm.
within 60 feet. So you can kind of light up a larger area, but as you get hit and lose concentration, it's gone.
Just light up a rock and throw it.
Exactly, but you'd have to go and
That's
pick
what
up that
people
rock,
do with
throw it,
light.
and you'd only have that light in front of you. Globules of light you could have within 40 feet in front of you, 40 feet behind you, or 30 feet in front of you, 30 feet behind you. So it's more of a you have range of light than a Gandalf. I light my staff. That's the
Yeah.
difference between the two.
Mm.
So I'm thinking about this. A lot of cantrips, they seem if they don't really have a purpose, a good theme or a good purpose, or they're not, or good, I guess purpose meaning use case. They're kind of
Mhm.
worthless in that point. What are some cantrips that we deem as worthless that on paper seem really good?
Mending.
Yeah,
Ending.
mending on
No, it's
paper?
not.
Yes,
Mending on
it is.
paper looks really good.
That's
When
why
do
I
we
put
ever
it on my
use it?
character sheet.
Guys, if you read the spell of mending, you can. It's not a good cantrip overall. It is an extreme niche use
Ian,
case. Though.
You're wrong. Sorry.
Fix anything that's like a foot in length. That's
Fix
really
anything.
good.
As long as you break or tear no larger than a foot. Okay, there's that. That's what it is right there. Okay.
How often do you get to use that? It's like
Exactly.
once every year. So it's really good on paper, terrible in practice.
Yeah, when I put it on my character sheet, I had never played D&D before, right? But I saw mending and I was like, man, this is going to be so useful for when some of our gear breaks or we have a rope that we cut in half but we need it to be longer again. Like things like that. We never really had those mechanics in your campaign, Brayden, and I'm not saying this is not a knock on you, right?
It's all your fault.
It's all
Yeah,
your
why
fault,
didn't you make
okay?
the campaign harder? What the
Yeah,
heck?
nope, stop. Nope.
How many of your
Um,
guys' characters have mending? Genuine question in the next campaign.
Wouldn't you
it
like to know,
will be
Wonder Boy?
useful for this next
We
campaign.
may or may not.
It might suck when every single thing that breaks is an inch and a half. Not an inch, a foot and a half.
Inch and a half. I think I can repair that, my friend.
Can you
foot
double
and
up on
1
mending?
inch.
Like if 2 people cast at the same time and like meet in the middle?
Nope.
Does that count as
because
1
that doesn't
foot?
work.
I wouldn't imagine so. No.
Nope.
Oh,
Because I'm saying no.
I'm
Yeah, rule
forgetting
of
about
cool is
another
dead,
one.
I guess.
Let's look. I am currently have your guys' character sheets pulled up.
I will
I
tell you,
haven't
I have
updated
all
mine.
cantrips except one,
I haven't
Yep.
updated mine yet.
so I've got it.
How do you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cantrips, my guy?
He's cheating the
It's
system.
Hunter. He's a
This guy
power
min
gamer.
maxed again. This guy's
you like to
power
know, Wonder Boy?
complex is too strong.
Braden, I almost went with a player build that has proficiency in every skill.
That's fine. Proficiency or half proficiency?
Proficiency.
What the heck?
It's possible.
We're not
that's-
talking.
I
Go back-
was
go
this
back,
close
going
to
back.
doing it, but I decided to bring it down.
Midi
for
campaign
you.
stuff off the table. We're pushing it out of the box. Push it out of the box. I'm sorry I brought it up. I apologize. Mending.
I like boxes.
I love mending, and I'm going to defend it. But yes, it is a worthless cantrip. What other
Yeah,
ones
it's
other
worth
than
it.
mending?
Worthless ones?
Yeah, what are ones that seem that we deem worthless that look great on paper?
Chill touch.
Go, show why.
You have so many other better melee options. Come on.
It's not a melee option.
Chill touch is melee, isn't it? It's a melee
No.
spell.
It sounds like it is, but it's not.
Oh, is it not?
No. Wait, look.
Never mind. Then. Wait, no, chill touch is the one that prevents
Oh no,
healing,
it is. It
isn't
is.
it?
Oh no.
Chill
Oh,
touch is
interesting.
magic.
Okay, sorry.
Chill
In
touch is useful.
chill touch in 2024 rules is melee. Legacy, it's 120 feet.
Yeah.
That is a massive nerf.
Mhm. It does more damage in the 2024 version, though.
Yes, it does a D10 instead of a D8.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
basically shocking grasp, but cold damage.
Does
I'll be
it
honest-
prevent healing? Is that the one I'm thinking about?
Yeah. Yeah, they cannot
Yes.
heal until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so that one is good. Never mind. Ignore me.
No, I think
There was another melee spell that I was thinking of that is just kind of
Mhm.
garbo.
trying to think. I don't know other melee ones.
Anyway,
Honestly,
must
I
not
kinda
be
feel like-
important.
Kind of feel like control flames is a little useless.
I
That's
guess
just
like
personal opinion.
there are use cases for it at the same time that can be better, but yeah, it's not going to be anything special.
And for me, that one's also just a super like niche one. Like, hey, you might be able to use a spell once every 15 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not something that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I want this.
What are your guys' thoughts on Friends?
Garbage.
Yeah, I hate Friends. It's a terrible TV show.
Isn't that the one where they become hostile to you when it
At the
ends?
end,
You
of the show,
charmed
yeah.
them.
I mean, it's a cantrip. You can't expect like a lasting impact.
No, it's
Especially-
not that they become hostile towards you at the end of it.
Mhm.
Like it specifically
So-
says they are hostile.
In my opinion, it's great for early campaign. For very early campaign before you start to have like a little bit of notoriety to you and you're still figuring things out. I think it's great for that. Once you get farther along, garbage. Would not use it.
Oh,
You know, reading this, if you're a higher level, that's an easy charm. It's a free charm person.
Yeah, but then they become hostile.
Yeah.
Not in the new version.
Do they not?
The target must
See.
you magically emanate a sense of friendship toward one creature you see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration. The target
Read the very
succeeds
end.
automatically if it isn't a humanoid, if you're fighting it, or if you cast a spell within the past 24 hours. It lasts only a minute. The spell ends
Hmm.
early if the target takes damage, or if you make an attack roll, deal damage, or force anyone to make a saving throw. Force force
When the
anyone to
spell
make a
ends.
saving throw when spell ends. But even then, you guys want to know the item?
Hmm.
Some
It's
makeup.
makeup.
That's how you get friends. Is makeup, by
Wow.
the way, chat. That's how you do it. The legacy version is a creature. So
violent.
when the spell ends, the creature realizes that you use magical influence mood and becomes hostile towards you. Creature prone to
Mhm.
violence might attack you. Another creature might seek retribution in other ways. So that's a great way of having your big bad. You use
personally-
you use friends on
By the
me
way-
when you were a first level adventurer. I will now
Friends-
kill this entire village.
Friends on its own, I don't think it's good. Combine it with disguise self, phenomenal.
Ooh,
What's
Phenomenal.
disguise
Because
self
they're gonna
really-
think you're someone else that they're getting mad at.
I have a thought because I feel like the 2024 description leaves it a little bit more open to interpretation for the DM because it says they know that they were charmed by you. Personally, I
Oh.
feel like 99 out of 100 times they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't.
Yeah.
I would almost say 100 out of 100 times they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, Brayden,
Yeah.
how would you feel if I used magical means to make you do something for me?
I'd be slightly turned on first off, and then third off, I would be very upset that you could just asked me and got my consent.
Yeah. Again, it's just kind of like for me, friends is great early. You don't really have too many things to worry about, but if you start trying to use that at a higher level, you might put yourself in a lot more danger.
I don't. I mean, if you're, I would not use friends on like the big bad, just in general.
Mhm.
This is much more since it is a cantrip. I'm going to use this on lower levels. Um, like it would
You're gonna use it on the
not
town
lower level
guard? How
characters.
dare
I'd
you?
use it on the town guard. I use it on people that I wanted to manipulate and get something from that aren't as
Whoa,
powerful. Which is not
whoa.
right, but like that is the use case for friends.
Brayden revealing some of his inner nature. Crazy.
Whoa, whoa, keep that between us, okay? All right. Me and you. We keep that. Whoa, what is this on code? Sorry, I just found a new one. Oh, that's from Guildmasters guys to Ravnica. Never mind. Um yeah, I think
Minesliver
there's a
used
lot
to
of
be
things.
useless.
What?
Didn't Minesliver used to be useless and now it's like somewhat okay?
No, Minesliver was like a psychic damage cantrip.
Let's see. Legacy version was 1d4. No, hang on. Oh, actually, it doesn't really look like it's changed.
No, it was just a psychic damage cantrip.
It's
And you subtract
okay.
1d4 from the next saving throw. That's actually it's a free bane. If you hit
Eh,
Bane
I
being
still
you
need to
take
kill Bane.
1d4 from I guess it's a lesser Bane because Bane is attack rolls, saving throws, and ability
Mhm.
checks, I believe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's still a on the next saving throws and minus d4. That's not bad, and it scales. It's just as good as Firebolt. And is Firebolt d6 or d8?
I think
D8.
It's a
Fireball's
d10.
D8.
Oh, it's a
It's a
d10.
D10?
Did they up it to D10?
No, there's a
Jeez.
d10
That's
in there
actually
as
Okay.
not
well.
bad. And that scales pretty well.
That is basically a that is the same damage as an Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast just allows you to use 15 by level 4, you know? I think
Pick
that
up a
it's use
machine
case because
gun.
I think Minesliver is still a good cantrip. It's not worthless because it has the utility of a minus d4. Obviously, later on, it's not going to be great because you're only doing, um,
Bane. Give me
Mm.
Bane.
yeah,
I
you
like
have
Bane.
Bane, but you could also at level 17 you're only doing 4d6. But honestly, your cantrips aren't going to be your main source of damage later
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
Like 46 is still a decent amount of
That's
damage,
your Warlock.
unless you're damaged. But that's again different use case, right? Um,
Um, I've got another one. Honestly, I did not even remember that this cantrip existed until I looked through the list. Mold Earth. It's
the
another one that's I
fuck?
feel like is super niche use case. You basically you choose a portion of dirt you can or stone you can see within range and fits within a 5 foot cube. You've got three different ways that you can manipulate it. You can make it difficult terrain. You can like shape colors to appear in the dirt, or you make it move 5 feet away.
This is the perfect spell for grave robbers.
Yeah. Wait, nope. That they need 6 feet, not 5.
But you just do it
Sorry.
twice. It's 12 seconds.
No, that's way too much work, man.
Okay, you go dig a hole then.
Yeah, I can do that in 12 seconds easy.
If you can dig a 6-foot hole that is roughly what's a casket size? 7 feet, maybe 6 feet to
Yeah.
7 feet. If you can dig a 6 foot deep, 7 foot wide hole in 12 seconds, we are going
7 foot
to
wide.
create a new
Jeez.
job for both of us.
Heck
Uh,
yeah.
This is one
I
I
have a
don't feel like you're
proposal,
gonna
Sam.
use really ever.
No,
Unless you're doing a freaking grave robber campaign, which let's be honest.
if the dirt or
Are
stone you
we
target is on the ground.
I mean, if
the
you need
target may
to
float in the
start digging
rain.
trenches to prepare for a siege on the castle,
Yeah,
easy
sure, you
peasy.
could probably use it there.
Excavating,
Yeah.
large construction,
I don't know. It was
clear
just
land.
it's a
Hey,
weird one. I didn't even remember it existed until going through this entire list. Cause just like, why would you get this?
I don't think it's necessarily bad.
it's terrible.
It's similar to Prestatigi, okay? Where it just
Mhm.
is it just it does stuff, like it's more flavor over and theatrics over damage or utility, right? Like there are use cases for it over stuff like Prestidigity has no real. Yeah, I can make myself not smell. That's all theatrics.
Sam
Thaumaturgy
does
has
that
more.
himself.
Thaumaturgy has more. Gosh, has more of a use case than Prestidigity does. Thaumaturgy, you can
Yeah.
alter your appearance, the appearance of your eyes for 1 minute. Your voice booms up to 3 times. You can cause flames to flicker and brighten. Invisible, you instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. So like you can slam it in someone's face when they're trying to leave. Phantom sound, tremors. Like there's way more uses for Thaumaturgy than Prestidigity.
Hey, they
Like
call it a Prestidigity.
that's how I'm calling it. I'm not trying to pronounce this word.
Skill issue. That's all I'm saying.
Fine, because Prestidigity is you create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect. I guess what's the difference between the two? Hold up.
You make someone smell a
They just have
fart, make a
different
guard
choices
distracted.
to do with it. But you can also
There's
make. I
there's
believe you can also make someone smell a fart with Druid Craft, if I'm not
there's
mistaken.
they literally both have
But yeah,
fire play.
isn't Druidcraft and Prestidigitation basically the same thing?
No,
Like
it's more
Kinda.
the
of a
difference is
master
very
nature.
minor.
Druid
You can
Craft, you
create
do more
flower
stuff
crown.
with like nature and things like that.
You can make a flower
But you
crown
can
with
still do this
that.
the smell thing.
What is up with the D&D writers and smell?
Kinky. That's what's up.
What do you feel offended?
A little bit. As someone who can't
yeah.
smell,
Oh yeah.
I'm actually going to file a suit. This is a hate crime.
It
This is
truly is
ableism.
specifically against you. They're
Yeah,
like,
this is ableist.
we created this game back in 1970s. In 50 years, someone named Sam is going to play who can't smell. Let's make 1,000 spells in our imaginary game that are about smells.
There's like two.
Let's see. You have. I'm comparing these two real fast, like side by side comparison. You
So I feel like
have.
what we should be asking though is like, how can these be fixed? Because I mean, it's difficult for a lot of these spells to make tweaks to them that wouldn't make them overpowered.
Mm.
But at the same time, it's like some of these is just like, why on earth would I take this?
Kendall, what
'Cause,
are
I
your
mean, I'm
thoughts?
thinking.
I'm thinking. That's what my thoughts are.
Think faster.
My wife do be a thinker
I've been known to think.
Good.
occasionally.
Occasionally, sometimes. I don't know. I feel like with mending, I don't know. I feel like with mending, you would have to increase just a little bit what it mends, like broaden its spectrum a little bit, right? Because right now it's like a 1 foot thing that you can fix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so maybe like make it 2 feet and then
When you hit level 12, if you spend hours on it, you can fix
Okay.
magical items
So
that
you
are
think
like
you could add like
uncommon.
scaling to it.
yeah.
So as you get more powerful, you could mend larger breaks and tears.
Yeah, and then like what
Yeah.
Sam said, I like that. It was like maybe level 12 you can start fixing magic items.
Oh,
Mhm.
this spell can already
Of
do that.
low quality.
Yeah.
Oh, but it can't restore magic to such an object. So you can already repair magic items. So if it's still magic, you can repair it, but it does not restore the magic itself. If it doesn't, if
Yeah.
it's lost its magic.
Hmm.
But maybe you do that at level 15. You're allowed to, or 17 or whatever. If you have it, you're allowed to
Yeah.
fix magical items and restore it to its magical properties.
Yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
cool.
Mm-hmm. I do like that actually a lot.
Restoring the magical properties itself, I don't know if I would go for that.
It would have to depend on like the rarity of the item.
I would say like if you're going to be able to restore magical properties to an item, I would say nothing more than a common magical item.
Yeah, it's a cantrip after all.
Yeah,
No,
and
at
then
least
maybe
uncommon.
there's some materials
Yeah,
that you
maybe.
can't fix. Like maybe like some maybe like
Lead.
silver, lead or silver.
Lead. All magic is blocked by lead for some reason.
Yeah.
It,
Mm.
a
It's
lot,
because
a lot of like mind reading magic is actually blocked by lead.
Yeah,
Yep.
so maybe you can't mend lead
It
things.
says that in the book. Like you can't send a message through a lead wall.
it's like an inch thick lead wall. You cannot send anything through. Magic doesn't work
Which I think is
past it.
awesome.
I actually will say I don't think I obviously you can buff a few. I don't think I think cantrips are not necessarily supposed to be overpowered or strong.
Yeah. And that's
They
the thing.
are
These are just
yeah.
free use magic.
Yeah.
Reuse magic with niche use cases or small use cases that are there just in case you run out of spell slots.
Yeah, I
It's
like
like
to
you
think
didn't
Oh, sorry, you go.
no, you didn't manage your spell slots well enough. You can only cast Firebolt now and do 40-10 damage instead of using Earthquake or Meteor's Swarm or whatever it may be. I'm just saying, like obviously that's 40-10 is still a lot, but again, at
Mhm.
level 20 or 17, because that's when you get it, there are a lot of spells that do way more than that. So and you have more opportunities to do them instead of they're just your basic attacks is what it is for a
Mhm.
wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that there are definitely a couple spells. Like looking at resistance, I might
Yeah.
consider it being a little bit more useful if it's scaled.
Yeah.
Adding some scaling to a lot of these spells, I think, would fix it without making it too crazy.
Yeah. Obviously there's some that you could fix, but overall I think the purpose of them is not to be overpowered, but more to just fit a narrative.
Specific use case,
Yeah.
which I think is good.
Yeah. Not everything has to be super strong, Hunter. Okay.
It does.
So what we're
Kendall, what
saying
were you gonna
is,
say?
use your creativity.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just like to think of cantrips as a pocket knife, whereas spells are like drills, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Your cantrips are more Swiss pocket knife. They're utility
Yeah.
based, but they do
Yeah.
have a knife.
Yes.
And
It's
then
itty
your
bitty, but it's
yes.
there.
Mhm.
Dab, dab, dab.
That's actually a really good analogy. And then
Mm.
your that's your like you said, they're your tools. They're your power drills.
Mhm.
Your impacts, and they have a battery life.
Your makeup
Your spell
kits.
slots. Your
Your
makeup
makeup
kits.
kits. Yeah, at level
Mm.
20 you get a what's it called?
A grenade.
No, not a
You
grenade.
get a grenade.
Really great for demolition.
Where did this come
Okay.
from?
My
wrecking
God
ball.
has bestowed upon me an Abrams tank.
A wrecking ball. No, we're doing a
wrecking ball, yeah.
tools analogy, Sam.
Okay,
Construction
it's a tool.
tools.
If
Oh yeah,
use it
that's
to
a
wreck ball,
household
okay?
tool. An M1 main Abrams battle tank is a tool that every
All
household
right.
should have.
This is America, gosh darn it! I demand an M1 Abrams tank.
Love a good spicy
Um,
avocado.
So I think it really just comes down to like all of these spells, even though they seem worthless, are worthy if you have the creativity to use them.
Mhm.
Okay.
Except
So
resistance.
what I'm saying is Hunter's not creative because he's over here dishing on mending.
Brother, I've been in support of bending. What are you talking about?
Don't question him.
Do you like your character?
Kill him. Do it.
Okay.
His twin brother will be quickly behind him.
John,
just gonna
twin brother,
spell
will
his
be
name
here.
backwards.
That's his name, John's twin brother.
John's twin brother. Any final comments before we move on? Well, we wrap up.
Get creative, guys. It's a skill issue
Yeah.
at this point.
It's a skill issue at this point. Dang, brother.
Got it.
All right. Well,
No.
I'm gonna shoot it off. We're gonna do this. Hunter, do you want to close up the episode?
Oh man, it's been a long time since I've done this. Well,
I
you
can't.
guys.
I threw it to Kendall last, and it went off the rails really fast.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate you guys' support. Again, be sure to check out our socials. We are now on YouTube where you can find our video content. You should also be able to see it on Spotify if that's where you're listening. Be sure to follow us on both, even if you only listen on one platform because it supports us. We also post great social content on Instagram and TikTok, where we have our lovely social team make great memes and we have clips of these episodes. If that's where you found us, awesome. Leave a comment below and let us know that it's working. We also have a Twitch. We have absolutely nothing on there. I think it's legit just a blank profile. At least it
I'm
is
the
at the
first
time of us
follower.
recording this. Got it. Feel free to
Got
follow
it.
us over there. We may eventually start streaming these episodes or doing live plays for it. We'll see. If you have any comments, suggestions, ideas for episodes, any of these things, you can reach out to us on those social platforms, but you can also email us at beyondthetavernwall@gmail.com. And finally, our lovely, lovely ending of every episode. We love to leave you guys with a side quest to go out and share the podcast with somebody, whether it's your D&D group or just some random stranger on the street. You never know. And I had this side quest today, and I've been staring at it for the last, I don't know how long we've been recording, and I just completely
41
forgot
minutes
to
and
even
4
think of something.
seconds.
Wonderful. You were going to go and share the podcast with somebody that is known for breaking stuff and could really use the mending cantrip.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah. If you know someone who likes to break things or unintentionally breaks things and could really use the mending cantrip, share the podcast with them. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the tavern, and we will catch you back here next Wednesday.